Hello everyone and welcome to the very first episode of Czaros Reviews, where I will be reviewing games, shows and sometimes even movies. I hope you enjoy my reviews and other videos despite my horrible accent. And already in advance, thanks for watching. Now, let's not waste any more time and let's start the review. One of Nintendo's biggest releases this year, Super Mario Maker, is here. But how good is it actually? Well, I'm here to find out. First of all, it's worth mentioning that the game's limited edition came with this cool art book, which in Europe is in hardcover, but in US is apparently in paperback, so I guess we got the better version. And also this awesome amiibo based on the first Mario sprite in Super Mario Bros., but in 3D. And so far it's the best quality amiibo, and it's also quite heavy, so it feels really nice compared to, well, some others. But well, they are just extras and they do not improve game in any way. I mean, the Mario amiibo only adds the giant mushroom, and that's about it. Super Mario Maker is just as the name suggests, a game where you can make your very own Mario levels. You can also, of course, play them and play other people's levels that are shared on Miiverse. Recently, I posted a review score guide on my Facebook page, in which I explained that I feel like some parts of a game are more important than the others, so instead of regular review score, I highly prioritize gameplay and how much fun the game is over presentation and stuff like that. And for some reviews, not all the categories are present. Like for example in this review, story, DLC and online is not included, as well, there is no story because this is just a level editor. There is no DLC as of yet, at least. And well, which is a little bit of a shame, there is no online play other than downloading other people's levels and commenting on them. In this game, I don't really mind it, but unlike some other games where the lack of online is rather important. Party then. Well, without further ado, it's reviewing time. Super Mario Maker takes the looks and gameplay styles from 4 2D main series Mario games: the original Super Mario Bros., Super Mario Bros. 3, Super Mario World, and New Super Mario Bros. U, maintaining their original looks while adding some new gameplay elements and aesthetic touches. And the pixel graphics of the first 3 games look gorgeous in Super Mario Maker. The only real downside is the New Super Mario Bros. U theme, where most of the enemies are pre-rendered 3D sprites and the big versions of those enemies look slightly blurry and not as natural as the big version of pixelated enemies. The HUD is pretty nice too, with simple but effective layout and icons inspired by Mario Paint. Oh, and since some of the 6 stage themes weren't in Zelda games, they actually made them from scratch for the titles missing them, complete with original graphics fit to the game style and even original music. Graphics get 9 out of 10 points. When it comes to audio, the game contains all the music from the 4 games of origin, as well as some new tracks for the previously mentioned new level themes for the older game styles. Aside from that, there are brand new remixes in Create mode for each and every theme and game style. There's also a fun little thing where, when you place objects in Create mode, a robotic/alienish voice will say the name of the object to the rhythm of the music, which is pretty sweet. One new feature is sound effects, where you can place pre-made sound effects that are accompanied by all sorts of fun visual effects. These are really fun to use and pretty well made. There is also a custom sound effect option, but it's only 1 sound per level. It's low quality due to gamepad's microphone quality, and you cannot even upload these sounds online anyway, so it's not as fun as it originally sounded, which is a little bit of a letdown, to be honest. This is also just a personal wish, but I wish there was more music from other Mario games to choose from, not just the theme default. Audio gets 9 out of 10 points as well. And now it's time for the most important part, the gameplay. And there is quite a lot to talk about. First, let's talk about how the game is while playing levels. Well, it plays just like the original games. The levels are based on with a few twists and improvements. It's the same solid platforming experience as before, which, well, shouldn't be too surprising really. The play section outside of the levels is not as great though, because while it works great for the most part, it has some of those weird Nintendo BS when it comes to online. What do I mean by that? Well, here's the thing. There's no search by title or search by username option, so to find a specific level, you have to go to Miiverse, find the level in your activity feed or friends / a persons you are following profiles, write down or take a pic of the 16-character level ID, and then click on the magnifying glass icon in courses to input said ID and play the level. Sure, you can later just follow the user to see his other levels, but this still feels like a really primitive method that could easily be fixed with an actual search feature, or at least making friends' levels visible to you. Other than this little flaw, it's pretty good. The 100 Mario Challenge lets you play 8 or 16 random courses depending on the choice of difficulty, with a limit of 100 Marios. You can recover 3 lives per level. It's limited to that because it would often be really easy to just get 20 plus 1-ups in a level. And if the level is poorly designed or too hard, you can always skip it and another random level will take its place. Which is a good feature because, let's face it, a lot of those levels are awful. Now let's talk about the main attraction, the level creator. It's really great. It's nothing compared to the advanced level creator of Little Big Planet, but it's not meant to be. Instead, it's a simple to use tool that anyone can easily use. You can choose the object you want to place and voila! You can now make your own levels. You unlock things gradually, which can be kinda annoying when you want to make something bigger right away, but it won't take long until you get everything though. There is quite a lot of blocks, enemies and obstacles to choose from, and most of them have alternative versions that are accessed by shaking it with the stylus, which can be a tiny bit annoying sometimes, but nothing that is a bad thing. You can also adjust the length of the level, time and scrolling, and even have a sub-level equally as long as the main level. I do wish the levels could be made a little bit longer, but with some creativity and careful planning, you can make quite long levels even with those limitations. There's 4 game styles with 6 level themes each. You can combine enemies, put different things in pipes, blocks and cannons, etc. Some people even manage to somehow make short music tracks with the help of note blocks. And there's, well, let's face it, way too many automatic levels. You know, it gets kinda annoying after 20 of them. There is quite a lot of creative freedom here, but that doesn't mean that there are quite a few things that are missing. First of all, level themes. There is no snow theme, no desert theme, no night theme, no beach theme, no cliff theme, no cloud theme, etc. A vertical tower theme would be nice too, because vertically the levels are quite small. There are also quite many enemies and items that are missing, like the Super Mario World dinosaurs, those baseball / football guys, ice flowers, penguin suits, and other kinds of obstacles, and even some other elements like slopes, but I guess some Splatoon-like updates are possible, since the trailer for Super Mario Maker stage in Smash Bros. Featured slopes. I guess that could be a hint, since Smash Bros. Was a master at hidden details all the way through the trailers. In short though, it's a great level creator with big creative freedom, but some limitations and missing things. A tiny bit under my expectations. Well, I guess I should break this gameplay section into 2, so I'll give 20 points to the play section and 70 points to the create section, giving us 37 out of 50 points for the gameplay. And now to the rather simple thing to review, content and longevity. With over 1 million levels already uploaded and many constantly being uploaded, the content is basically endless, and with top levels / top makers being listed in courses / makers sections, it's quite easy to find great levels. Well, mostly. Some of them are just popular people and many great levels don't get deserved attention either. But that's always to be expected. The 100 Mario challenge unlocks Mario costumes, so this will keep you for a long time if you want to get all 100. I am personally getting a little bit bored after playing for about an hour, so it's not as addicting as I wanted it to, aka as much as Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate or Splatoon were this year. Oh, and there's also some missing elements in the editor, which I guess count as content too, so content / longevity get 19 out of 25 points. The last category in this review, fun factor. Is the game fun? Yes, it's really fun, especially for people who love level creation. The creator is simple to use for anyone, unlike Little Big Planet, which, while super advanced, requires a lot of skill and learning. Playing is a lot of fun too, even with the bad levels, since you can easily skip those. I made this category quite important with 25 points, because, in my opinion, even if the gameplay is complete garbage, the game can still be so bad it's good. But of course Mario Maker is so good it's good. Fun factor is 22 out of 25 points. And now, let's sum it all up. Graphics, 9 out of 10 points. Audio, 9 out of 10 points. Gameplay, 37 out of 50 points. Content and longevity, 19 out of 25 points. Fun factor, 22 out of 25 points. Which gives us a final score of 96 out of 120. Which translated to a standard 1 to 10 score is 8 out of 10. Exactly 8 out of 10, which is what I originally predicted with my first impression review. Well, that's it for this review. Thanks for watching and I hope you enjoyed it. See you next time with a review of Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer.